Hey, what's up, America? My name is Rollercoaster Rider,
Hi, and I'm Kay.
and this is take three of us trying to review this very forgettable, boring, slow paced movie that you can't say it stole because it
It
came
was
out.
before
It was
what it
before.
represented.
Well, it did steal from Star Wars, blatantly. And you could argue it stole a little bit from He Man.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that villain, all you needed to do was put a robe on it, and he was Skeletor from He Man.
Hmm. I don't believe
The
I
bald white
recall.
guy.
I know who you're talking about, Underdog, but I don't remember He-Man. So,
But yeah, this movie starred some dude. Um, I can't remember his name. Molly Ringwald,
yeah.
Ernie Hudson, the black guy from Ghostbusters,
Oh my God, I'm trying to think of who that guy was.
and a bunch of other people you've probably never heard of. So we're not even gonna bother.
Yeah.
Uh, it's very reminiscent of Star Wars. Probably like a Star Wars cash-in or Star Wars knockoff.
I don't know how much money this would make. Are you going to tell him the name of it?
Space Hunt. Well, it is called Fresh from my library, and then it has the movie. But I'll say it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Space Hunter: Adventures in the Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
Very blatant Star Wars already, right there. And the main guy is he even kind of dresses like Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not in the suit on the ship, but more the casual, the scarf,
mm-hmm.
the jacket, the boots.
And Molly Ringwald plays a Earther,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my gosh, is she annoying?
Yes, she is. She's a high school teenager that just can't stop talking.
Can't stop talking, can't stay hidden when her life is in jeopardy.
Right. And to think about it, she maybe didn't have any other earthlings to talk to.
And spoiler alert, because well, let's really spoil it. We don't suggest you see this movie. If you find it on Netflix and you want to take a nice nap, feel free.
Yeah.
But we don't recommend it, so we're just gonna spoil the ending. After this guy saves her life after she wanders off and gets caught in this predicament.
Right, and has to do the maze. But you're jumping way ahead because you're forgetting about Washington that drives like that snowplow.
You mean the
You're
knockoff Tank Girl?
Yeah, and you're forgetting about the first part, Waterworld ship on a railroad track.
Was it that point where there was no more water and everything was just dust and sand?
I don't know. But the reason they went to this
Underground place?
this planet was that there were three earthlings, three women that went down there and then were captured. So they were going to try to save them.
Okay.
So
I'm getting bored just thinking about this movie. I don't
yeah.
even remember most of it anymore.
So they had different like sectors on this planet. And so one were like scruds or something.
Uh,
One
rep-
was chemists. One was females. It was just weird. Molly promised that
it was
she
the
would.
inspiration for the Lego movie.
Yeah. Molly Ringwald's character promised this guy, and I'll probably think of his name when we're done with this.
Oh, like you're gonna remember anything about this movie in 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, remember Space Hunter? And you'll be like, what?
And that's when I'll remember the guy's name.
No, you won't.
He was in a few movies during his
Okay.
time. This had to have been from what?
83, I think.
80s. I was going to say early 80s, late 70s. Because it really was bad. You had like Mad Max, Waterworld,
Tank Girl,
Tank Girl,
American Gladiator,
American Gladiators at the end.
Masters of the Universe,
Yeah.
Saw.
And the thing of it is, though,
Star Wars.
all those movies except for Star Wars that we listed
And
were
Masters
after,
of the Universe.
Oh, we're after this movie was out.
So
So maybe those movies took from this movie as to what was good or what was bad.
why would you take anything from this movie?
I don't know.
This movie could... You know what, Hollywood, reboot this. I don't think there's a lot of Spacehunter purists.
Okay, if you remember the show Lost in Space, which I'm aging myself, but some of you might catch it on TV Land or whatever.
You're talking about the movie with Matt LeBlanc.
No.
Where...
No, it's not a movie, it's a TV show.
Yeah, but there was also a movie adaptation of it.
Well, anyway, the really horrible scenery that looked so fake. Rocks.
Why don't you just say Star Trek? Because that's probably better. Like,
well, Lost in Space was really pretty bad in their background. So I couldn't tell if this was filmed like in Utah or filmed the Grand Canyon.
It was filmed where there weren't a lot of people and there was a lot of sand.
Right, but they also had a lot of rock.
I could film this at a playground and probably have the same budget and same. You know what? No, I could film this at the beach, like 20 miles away. Or no, Great America has a sand beach. I could film it there. You okay?
Yeah.
We're experiencing some
difficulties, but that's okay.
Some technically physical difficulties.
Okay.
So anyway, Molly Ringwald's character is really annoying. She's probably in my top 4 most annoying kid characters or characters I've seen recently.
But
the others,
like I said, she's a teenager that won't shut up.
The others were Mark Wahlberg's daughter in Transformers 4. Who else? Jack McClane from Die Hard 5. Actually kind of similar, the same thing. And I don't know, Jaden Smith from The Day the Earth Stood Still, I guess.
Yeah, it could be. But anyway, if we're going to give our review, what we're thinking about, if you need something to fall asleep to, watch it.
Because there's a lot of
try not to watch it. I'm
sure there's a lot of movies that are like,
just as bad.
No, there's a term that a lot of critics use, like 80s cheese. This is not 80s cheese. This is 80s
mess.
This is 80s block of cheese.
Well, the spaceship that he flew in on, he had one assistant, and
this is 80s cream cheese.
She kind of gets taken care of, like in the opening scene after the women have been caught from the train and then taken or whatever to, what was it, Underdog or Down Dog or whatever his name was?
Underdog, I think. Was that Ernie Hudson?
No.
Okay, then Molly Ringwald and Ernie Hudson were the only names I remember in this movie. But
so,
I'm sure this movie could use a reboot, and with Star Wars craze going on right now, I'm surprised it hasn't. And even Star Trek.
Well, the ship looked really small, but yet he fit all these people on it at the end.
Have you seen the original Star Trek series?
No.
Where it was essentially like, what was it? It was like this small rocket, but it was giant spaced. And then when they re-released it, they replaced all of the small, like, things that were, like, this big with, like, CG things that were, like, much larger.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're getting this. We've tried this review several times, and in one review I tried to do my impression of Molly Ringwald, and I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to, because I like my viewers.
and if you do watch this, then let us know how you would describe her. I just describe her as a teenager and high school brat that can't be quiet.
And I describe her as and
can't listen to adults.
And I describe her as a bipolar, pointless character that did nothing but make the movie longer and was annoying.
But during those times, wasn't she popular?
I don't know.
Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink.
Those had to have come out in like the later 80s.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe this was her.
She still had the red hair in this movie.
No, I thought she had like black hair because she shaved most of it off.
No, it was red.
Oh,
It was dirty until he made
Oh.
her Strauss. Wasn't his last name Strauss?
Strauss, maybe.
Strauss.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the actors' names and tags for this review.
Okay.
Um,
Kevin? No.
there's what else do I want to say?
If you want to save yourself an hour and a half, or how long was it?
Hour and 25 minutes, and you can tell it's an 80s. You can tell it's an 80s movie. Oh, two things. One was that they had credits at the beginning, just to kind of pad it out.
Mhm.
And two, one thing that I will give praise to this movie, I did like the score.
Yeah.
It was very Star Warsy, but I did like the score.
Yep. A lot of things on this planet that he landed on were poisonous. The water and everything else.
If this was Molly Ringwald's first movie, this is like her Leprechaun. Because Jennifer Aniston was in the original Leprechaun.
Okay.
Okay,
Take care.
bye.